Hi, and welcome again. This is Rajendra Pokhrel, and you are watching the video series on taking an IELTS speaking mock test from jumpinto.com. And today is the 14th day of taking an IELTS speaking mock test. Let's proceed with today's test without any hesitations and delay. The first topic is about email, and now you will hear a question from my laptop speaker.
What kinds of emails do you receive about your work or studies?
Currently, I am working in an engineering firm, and in most of the occasions, I receive email from our engineering team, which are related to project deadlines, project outcomes, and project schedules, and regular meetings that we conduct for smooth functioning of those projects. Other than that, I also receive emails about the different conferences and meetings that I have to schedule. I have to attend outside of the office environment. Like I have to go to some sites or maybe some other office which we cooperate. So these are the mails I do receive in my email box.
Do you prefer to email, phone, or text your friends?
These all these three methods of communications are equally effective, but I prefer to phone my friend when in hurry, because via phone know, you can just uh, communicate with your friend within a short period of time, and you can give your message. But while emailing or texting your friends, you may have to wait for some time to receive their response. So I think calling your friend or using phone to communicate is quite faster and reliable. But in certain occasions, I do use email and text when there is no shortage of time.
Do you reply to emails and messages as soon as you receive them?
I have to say yes. I have to say yes. In most of the occasions, I do reply messages and emails as soon as I receive, or as soon I see them, because there is no need to wait for certain period just to reply those texts, because maybe someone on the other side is waiting for my response. So I do text them whenever I see them. But if the email requires some attachments or some maybe extra work, or some requires my vision or insights related to certain uh, uh, programs, or affects my, or they require my supervision, then I do take my time and respond these emails accordingly.
Are you happy to receive emails that are advertising things?
I'm not fond of receiving emails that particularly advertise certain things, because these kind of emails fill my email inbox because, and I have to go through each email to set group the important or required mails, and this kind of emails really makes my email box more hassling and time consuming. But in certain occasions, I do like advertising emails, like if they are related to my profession or they are related to my likings. So in those conditions, I do like advertising things in my mailbox. But these are the rare conditions. So we are moving on to the round 2 or part 2 of IELTS speaking mock test, and the topic is about a hotel that you know.
Alright, let's move on to part 2. You'll have 1 minute to prepare for this section, and after that, you need to speak about the given topic for up to 2 minutes. You can use the pencil and paper provided to take notes during your preparation time. The points listed on the topic card are there to help guide your talk. When you're ready to start speaking, just let me know. Now, your preparation time starts now.
Talking about the hotel that I know is I have to talk about this one particular hotel that is situated in the Bhaluang of Nepal, and this region lies in the central part of Dang, and Dang itself lies in the western region of Nepal, and this is a Dang is a valley, and there is a hotel named Hotel Paua, and this is one of the most famous hotel of Nepal, and it is like it is really constructed in a temple-like design, and it has many like cultural and historical arts and artifacts inside this hotel. I visited this hotel like 3 months ago when I was with my friend, and we were traveling to Pokhara, and we had to take a stay there and we had to take a stay there due to some bad weather conditions. Moreover, talking about this hotel, I really like the atmosphere and the ambience of that hotel. The rooms and the surroundings were too clean, and the food there was quite good, and I like the Indian style cuisine, and we really love that food. Similarly, the facilities and the facilities that hotel provided us were quite good, and I have to say price worthy. Mm, the hotel was like a three-star hotel, or the hotel. I think the hotel was a three-star hotel, but despite being a three-star hotel, the services were actually up to the level of star, 5 star or 4 star. And I definitely plan to visit that hotel once again, and I recommend my friends or relatives who are who are traveling to Pokhara, and I personally recommend them to stay in that hotel, because that I have to again say the services and the staffs are really amazing, and I actually think that this hotel is very nice to stay, and I will definitely stay over if I got another chance. So the part 2 is also finished, and let's move on to the part 3 of IELTS speaking mock test. The topic is about staying in hotels and working in hotel, and let's hear the questions.
What things are important when people are choosing a hotel?
I believe people mostly look the cleanliness and the sanitation that are in the hotel. Like if nobody wants to stay in a hotel which is dirty and which doesn't follow the basic cleanliness rules. Along with that, people tend to live in the hotel which is nearby the road or where it has a good access of transportation. Similarly, people also love hotels who have green sceneries or parks around them, so they can spend their spare time uh, by watching those beautiful scenarios, or maybe playing, or just traveling in those park. Similarly, I think people also like to stay in hotel based on the food cuisines they provide, and as you see, most people like to eat different cuisines, different countries' cuisines, and if that hotel provides those cuisines, they will surely stay in that hotel. Talking about myself, I will stay in a hotel which is a really which is under my budget and which provides basic cleanliness uh, on its surrounding. Other than that, I choose hotel. I prefer those hotels who are reachable or nearby to the main road, and where I can actually get a public transportation.
Why do some people not like staying in hotels?
Some people might not like staying in hotels because they are not used to staying in hotels, and maybe they are not quite travelers, or they don't like to stay outside of their home, maybe because of fear of something. Maybe they are too scared to maybe they miss their homes rather than spending time with other people in hotel, or maybe they are just afraid of missing our home, and then maybe they feel lonely while staying hotel. Other than that, maybe some people might believe in some witchcrafts or the other sort of things, so they tend to they tend not to stay in hotels and other accommodations. Similarly, maybe people don't stay in hotel because they think that hotels are expensive and they can just stay in their nearby relatives and they can shape their budget for further traveling purposes. So yeah, I think this could be the reasons that people don't like to stay in hotels, and maybe, but in certain occasions, people also don't stay in hotels because they think their hotels food and other the food is not good, or maybe they are not following the basic like safety regulations, and they are actually unhealthy and they don't focus on cleanliness of the surrounding. Well, my internet went down and I will read the questions aloud. Do you think staying in luxury hotel is a waste of money? Well, staying in luxury hotels and thinking that it is a waste of money depends, absolutely depends upon yourself. And if you have good budget, if you want to live the moments of staying in a luxury hotel, then definitely it is not a waste of money. But if you are under budget, if you don't want to spend your money or budget on materialistic things or just overly priced things, then I think you could, and then you could think it's a waste of money. But but this is truly perspective of each person, maybe. I believe that every person uh, uh, should should feel the maybe should feel the presence of should feel the ambience of staying in a good hotel or luxury hotel. And but not you this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to always stay in a luxury hotel, but you have to stay in those luxury hotels once in your lifetime, just to feel how it feels while staying in luxury hotel. So the another question is, do you think hotel work is a good career for life? Well, this is a tricky question, and I do agree and disagree with this statement, because if you are working as a manager or a senior technical officer or maybe on a higher post or respectable post, then it's a good career for your life. But if you are just a cookman or maybe a service boy, then I think this is not a good career. But saying so, I don't mean to disrespect any occupations or roles. But yeah, if you are on a higher post, then absolutely it's a good career. But you are on a lower post like cook or service staff, then you definitely need to work on your skills and try to get to the reach the higher levels. Maybe even if you lack your academics, then it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot reach the higher level. If you try hard, then you can reach to the higher post, and then it will really a good career if you could get those higher posts in a hotel. How does working in a hotel compare with working in a small hotel? How does working in a big hotel compare with working in a small hotel? Well, I have to think about this. Well, staying in a working in a big hotel really may, well, staying in a big hotel pays you higher as compared to the working in a small hotel. Similarly, the facilities that you get in a bigger hotel are comparatively more than working in a small hotel. And I think most of the big hotel really focus on the surroundings atmosphere, their cleanliness, their maybe safety measures. But it has been found that small hotels don't really focus on this kind of things and facilities. Similarly, working in a big hotel will help you to be a professional mm, a hotel worker. But working in a small hotel will not provide you any those kind of skills required to progress in your career. Even if you are just a cookman, then working in a big hotel will provide you more exposure to the different cuisines of the world. while working in a small hotel, you don't have to really focus on those things, and you can make your living out of it without being without being focusing on other things, like where I have to go, how will I cook, if the guest will like my food or not. So that's it. I think working in a big hotel is uh, highly. I think working in a big hotel provides you a higher salary, but along with that, you get more tensions in your life. Like um, you get more tensions in your life. That's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.